Do migrants really steal jobs and lower wages? It's a common belief, but is it really true? Today we're driving into this true or false question to uncover the facts about migration and employment. My name is Shabna Makrami, and this is News in 5. True or false? Migrants steal jobs and lower wages. The idea that migrants take away jobs from native workers and drive down wages is a belief held by many. But is it really true? Let's examine the evidence. At first glance, it might seem like an influx of migrant workers could lead to fewer jobs or lower wages for native workers. But the reality is far more complex. Here are some recent examples where concerns about migrants taking jobs have been highlighted. Former U.S. President Donald Trump frequently argues that illegal immigrants harm American workers, claiming that migrants take jobs from U.S. citizens and depress wages. In the United Kingdom, during the Brexit campaign, Nigel and other leaders of the Leave campaign suggested that immigrants from the UE were putting a pressure on jobs and wages, particularly for low-skilled workers. In Australia, politicians like Pauline Hanson have often raised concerns about migrants taking jobs from Australians, arguing for more stricter immigration policies to protect local employment. However, numerous studies and economic analysis tell again a different story. The idea that migrants steal jobs and lower wages is not supported by the majority of research. In fact, migrants often fill labor market gaps, particularly in industries where there's a shortage of native workers. These can include sectors like agriculture, construction, healthcare, and technology. Studies consistently show that immigration has little to no negative impact on the wages of native workers. In many cases, it can even have a positive effect, as migrants complement rather than compete with the native workforce. Labor market experts point out that migrants often take jobs that are hard to fill, helping to keep businesses running and contributing to economic growth. This in turn creates more jobs and can lead to wages increasing. For example, in the agriculture sector in the US, many farms rely heavily on migrant workers. Without them, these businesses would struggle to harvest crops, leading to higher food prices and even job losses in related industries. So what's the answer to our question? True or false? Do migrants steal jobs and lower wages? The answer is false. Migrants often fill critical labor market gaps, and the evidence show that their presence does not significantly depress wages for native workers. Here are some concrete examples. In the agriculture in the United States, many agriculture sectors in the US, such as fruit and vegetable farming, rely heavily on immigrant labor, particularly seasonal workers. In California, for instance, the majority of the workforce in the field consists of immigrants, primarily from Mexico. These are jobs that American workers typically do not want to do, as they are physically demanding and low wages. Without immigrant workers, many farms would struggle to harvest crops, leading to significant losses for farmers and higher prices for consumers. The presence of immigrant workers in the sector keeps the industry viable and supports related jobs in processing, transportation, and retail. Let's look at the healthcare in the United Kingdom. The UK National Health Services, NHS, employs a large number of immigrants, particularly in nursing and caregiving roles. Many of these positions are filled by workers from countries like the Philippines, India, and Nigeria. The NSH has long struggled with the shortage of healthcare professionals, and immigrants have been crucial for filling in these gaps. This not only ensures the healthcare service remains operational, but also alleviates pressure on native workers, preventing burnouts and maintaining the quality of care. Now let's look at the technology sector in Canada. Canada's technology industry has experienced rapid growth, leading to a higher demand for skilled workers, particularly in software development, engineering, and data analysis. Immigrants, especially those coming through the Express Entry program, are often highly educated and bring expertise that is short supply among the native population. Immigrants in the tech sector often take on roles that are difficult to fill locally, helping companies innovate and expand. This in turn creates more jobs for both immigrants and native workers by driving economic growth and attracting more investment into that sector. These examples illustrate that immigrants frequently take a role that either is unattractive to Native workers or required special skills that are in high demand. Rather than displacing Native workers, they complement the workforce, fill labor shortages, and contribute to economic growth. So how can countries manage migration and employment effectively? Well, here are 3 approaches. Targeted skill-based immigration policies. By focusing on specific needs of the labor market, countries can attract migrants with skills that are in short supply, boosting economic growth without displacing Native workers. Investing in workforce training. By investing in training and education for Native workers, governments can help them adapt to changing jobs market and work alongside migrants in complementary roles. Collaboration between employers and the government. Creating partnerships between employers and government can ensure that immigration policies are aligned with the actual needs of the economy, preventing labor shortages and protecting wage levels. Understanding the real impact of immigration on jobs and wages help us create smarter policies that benefit everyone. Thank you for watching News in 5. My name is Shapna Makrami. Until next time.